hopefully we'll get some new ideas about creating content.
Experience without compromise, and a tremendous amount of that rich web content is in a Flash format. And as we fully support Flash Player 10, that just makes the rendering and the access and the experience on a BlackBerry that much more exciting.
We're on the cusp of a revolution that will completely change the way we distribute and enjoy media. The engineers at Adobe and NVIDIA created a GPU-accelerated Flash player that can now stream full HD, full frame rate, full screen experience for the hundreds of millions of PCs. And Flash 10 on smartbooks and smartphones powered by Tegra is mind-blowing.
ドコモは今後もさらなる成長に向け、オープンスクリーンプロジェクトを通じ、携帯電話でのフラッシュプレイヤー10や AR 対応に向け、Adobe Systems 社とともに挑戦してまいります。
To have a full, rich environment, you have to have Flash content. It provides the video and other capabilities that everyone wants to have a full multimedia web experience.
We've worked with Adobe to optimize Flash platform technology and accelerate graphics and video to the full range of ARM-powered devices.
We are working with Adobe to accelerate Flash Player and Air on our powerful chipsets with best-in-class multimedia and graphics capabilities, used in smartphones and connected digital home devices.
Integrating Adobe Flash in our portfolio of digital televisions and set-top box solutions is enabling an exciting new entertainment experience.
It's only natural that we chose to bring Flash to our devices, because you simply cannot have the full web experience on mobile devices without Flash.
With Flash being the engine behind so much of the innovative content on the web, we are excited to extend our 10+ years of support for Flash on Intel desktop platforms by collaborating with Adobe to bring Flash and Air to new areas. Intel's Atom platforms will provide Flash and Air publishers and developers the unique opportunity to leverage a common platform and the Intel AppUp marketplace to deliver this vision across an expanding spectrum of devices.
By working together with Adobe, using Adobe's tool chain, using the experience that this crowd of developers are building Flash content, and bringing that into the mobile ecosystem, I think that's just absolutely critical for the future of mobility.
We are working with Adobe to bring Flash Player 10 to the next generation of Android smartphones and other mobile devices.
Google and Adobe have been collaborating for many years on a lot of technologies to make the web a more open and more inviting place. We use Flash today in YouTube, Android, many of our products. When we built Android, we built Chrome, we knew we had to support Flash in order to show off the best of applications that were available on the web. The OpenScreen project is the next step in the evolution of Flash.
So there you have it. And just to be clear, that like the visions that we see in the videos were not Adobe visions. They're actually from developers and designers in the community. And when we first put our first videos up on the web, we actually got some feedback to say, you know what, this isn't like forward thinking enough. We're thinking of like, you know, way further down the line. So I think it's great to see that, you know, the developer community and designer community are getting involved in the Open Screen project and help steer their own vision from it. Talking of other members of the Open Screen project, the Open Screen project, I've asked the guys from RIM and Motorola to have a quick chat, sort of get to know you guys, tell you a bit about their developer programs and who they are. So Ian, do you want to come up first?
I'm going to go first.
Thanks. So everyone, this is...
That's okay?
Sorry?
Come up, join me at the front.
Yeah.
Can everyone hear me okay? Loud enough? Okay, good.
You alright?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I tend to speak quickly, so let me know if I am going too quickly. And if there's any kind of translation, maybe someone can help me out. So I already mentioned that I manage our global developer programs and services for Research in Motion on BlackBerry. So a bit more about what that involves. That's all of our free developer programs and access to tools, support resources, forums, all of those things you'd expect. We have an active dev blog and many other kind of support tools available. That also involves working with our developer community, to which we're excited to extend with Adobe. So in that vein, BlackBerry is the #1 smartphone in North America and the #2 smartphone in the world, which I think a lot of people don't recognize. About 40 million devices, more than 50% of those are actually consumer devices. So we have a large presence in both the enterprise and the consumer space. But different things I wanted to cover with you. BlackBerry is an open ecosystem. We have 200,000 registered developers. Again, it's free to register. We have our own direct-to-consumer application store, but we also work with third-party application stores and very closely with our operator partners. So again, you know, our goal is to make you successful as developers, but also commercially successful as well. The philosophy, essentially our platform philosophy is to enable developers to create rich contextual applications through extensive APIs on their device and allowing you to integrate deeply into the platform experience on BlackBerry so you can create great applications. And also leverage network services, so push, location, many services available from the network that developers can access. So that's why we're really excited to be working with Adobe and working on you know, the designer and developer relationship and creating those rich contextual applications. So our partnership is actually multifaceted. So we're working on a number of different initiatives with Adobe very closely. So the Open Screen project is one. So RIM is committed to bringing the Flash 10.1 platform to BlackBerry as well as Adobe Air. So that's very exciting for us. But we're also working in a few other areas. We've heard loud and clear from our developer community that they want us to make it easier for them to take rich graphical assets, images and otherwise, and bring those content into BlackBerry applications. So we're aligning our developer tools with the designer tools from Adobe so that you can take your work from Illustrator and Photoshop and Creative Suite and bring those directly into the BlackBerry tools. BlackBerry is a web and a Java platform, and we support Eclipse as an IDE, so those are generally the tools that we use on our side. In addition to that, we're also working together on creating rich web content and rich web apps. So through our own developer tools again, as well as through Dreamweaver and Flex tools. So we'll be talking a lot about that this year and over the next 18 months. And then finally too, for us, the Omniture acquisition was really exciting, and that plays into our business models in many different ways. So very supportive of that as well. What I've got with me, I've got some 2 gig micro SD cards. I don't know if that translates at all.
Free stuff always translates.
And micro USB card readers. So there's some additional material on the BlackBerry platform, so feel free to take those. I hope I've got enough for everybody. I'll leave that with you folks to distribute because I do unfortunately have to take off a bit early today. Also, just to let you know that we really have a strong commitment to the global community. Our growth in BlackBerry, both from a subscriber base and from our developers, is explosive in Europe and Latin America and Asia Pacific, close to 200% in fact in each of those regions. So we're doing a lot to try to come to you with our developer programs. For one, we've localized our developer site in Spanish, so if you want to learn more about our tools, feel free to go there to check those out. And we're also creating a global community of developer groups where we'll come to venues just like this. And I mean, I love to see the community that you guys here have around Adobe, and we want to do the same and engage with developers and designers locally. So that's it for me. Any questions? Thanks very much for the chance to come say hi and introduce ourselves. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. And also with us is Karen from Motorola. I hope that's not your iPhone ringing. No.
Should be the noise. Hello guys, I'm from Motodev. Motodev is the developer outreach program of Motorola, and we have quite a big ecosystem of developers on our community. We have almost 1 million already registered users, and we would like to see more you guys also joining it. Basically what Motodev has been doing so far is we are basically organized in three main categories. One is the marketing side, which would encourage and market apps for you guys, market apps for developers, because the developers are usually micro developers. So for them to go on a global scale, we encourage and market apps for them on their behalf. And then there is a business development team which would actually engage with people like you to preload the content on our devices, basically the commercialization aspect of it. And then there's the technical arm, of which I belong to. And the technical arm is basically creating tool chains required to develop applications, providing support through our discussion forums and documentations required, and basically getting what you guys need, the developers to develop your better application, because you guys have all the creative ideas. So your ideas have to, if you want to translate them to applications, we take those ideas and we would try to understand what from the device perspectives, what are required, and we try to make that in the very much early in the cycle. We try to reach that early in the cycle and help create that. So in the break, if you have noticed, I was talking to most of the developers out here and trying to know what you guys. Basically, my intention of coming here was to know what you guys. I mean, For me, actually, I'm basically a coder. I have been coding Java and C++ and all these until now. But for me, I as a programmer, I'm very scared of UI programming. I'm very bad at UI programming. I must admit that.
My trick is to ring Liz.
Yeah, actually, I'm very bad at it. So I was very excited to meet all you guys, and I'm telling you, I love Flash content. It's extremely creative, and I love this creativity of what you guys do. So I'm very excited about it. So now, from my perspective, what my primary thing of coming here is like, I would like to get your opinions, because our audience was purely coding audience until now. So now you are more creative, more from a very various backgrounds, like design and website mostly. So what I'm trying to understand is, it's a learning curve for me to understand what you guys would want to see in the future. Like, few of them have already made some requests, like your wish list as to what we would like. So if you let us know, I mean, Mark and myself would work on that through our open screen project and through our relationships, and we would like to drive that, all this developer inputs, whatever you give us, back, and we would try to come up with better things for you guys. So that's what I would like to say. And actually, one of the things I've been making notes about what I have been, because I've been trying to learn you guys, try to understand you guys. So whatever I've made, I still think one of the major highlights I've noticed is there is no channel as of now for you guys to communicate with us, like what this wish list as such. So what I'm trying to propose, I mean, we will try to work out ways where we could come up with such a channel. We would probably send a mail. At this moment, I could think is just send a mail to both of us, so that we could take it forward. Or going forward, we'll try to come up with a better approach or track. So this was the primary thing for the rest of the things to come. So yeah, if you guys have anything to let us know, please let us know.
Yeah, and just to follow that, the goal, this year is to start, getting content onto different platforms, and really, it's our job to work together to make it a reality. If there are problems and things like that, then it's our job to solve them. So do let us know. Okay. Thanks very much.
Yeah, cheers. Myself, my email address, it will be with Mark. So
okay.
Just just in case.
Okay, so I think we are at 12. Where's the timetable experts? I don't see them. Sleeping? Well, yeah, I mean, we're at 5 past